Hey guys, so in my last haul video, I hauled a bunch of stuff from Uma Beauty that I wanted to put on and demo for you guys. It's going to be a first impressions for me. I haven't actually tried any of these things yet, but let me show you what I do have and what I will be talking about today. So I have the Uma Say What foundation. I have it in the shade T3N. I also have the Uma concealer. It's the Stay Woke Brightening Concealer, and I have that in the shade T2. We are also going to be playing with the Double Take Sculpt and Strobe stick. I have it in the shade Fair Lady. So it's one of those dual-ended sticks with cream products. So we'll be playing with that. I also have the Black Magic Poise eyeshadow palette, so we'll be using that. And I also have one of the Boss Gloss Liquid Marbles in Passion. So it's almost a full face. I'm missing a few things here and there, which I'll just fill in with some random stuff. But let's go ahead and start with the foundation. All right, so here's the foundation bottle. It's a really nice frosted glass bottle with this fun turquoise cap. It has a nice pump dispenser. And it does say on the box, for medium coverage, use sparsely. And I am definitely someone that likes a lighter to kind of light medium coverage. This foundation, however, I believe is like a medium full coverage foundation. So I'm interested to see how this looks on my skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just pump some out. Okay, I'm gonna shake this up really good because it's coming out liquidy, and I don't think that that is in fact the texture. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit more creamy. So hopefully this shade works. I'm just gonna go ahead and just start dabbing some onto my cheeks here. I have this lovely blemish here, so we'll see if it covers that up. And we'll just apply it to half of my face so we can do like a little comparison. And I'm using my Allure, what do they call this? The Smooth Canvas brush. So it's this really dense, angled, slightly domed shaped brush. You probably can't see it that well because it's black, but it feels like velvet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. Ooh, that is full coverage. I think the shade may be a little bit deep for me. Actually, a lot deep, and my self-tan has definitely faded. But that's okay, we'll just bring it all the way down. Oh my God, my stomach is making the weirdest noises. I hope you can't hear that. It's a little embarrassing. All right, so there it is applied to half of my face. So far, I think it looks really, really great. I definitely see the coverage going on. I see like the discoloration around my eye is almost gone. And this eye, sorry, this eye is really watery today. I got some sunscreen in it and it just keeps watering. So I'm sorry if that eye appears like a little glazed over. That's what's going on. Anyway, I feel like the coverage is there, but it looks really, really natural. The finish of it is a little bit matter than what I'm used to, but it doesn't look dry, and it doesn't look like it's completely like suctioning all the moisture out of my skin. It looks really natural. Wow, if I could blend, that would be better. Hold on. I think the shade is a little bit too deep for me. I mean, I brought it down my neck and I think I can get away with it, but ideally, I think I would want to get the T2N. I think this is the T3N. Yeah, I think maybe the T2N would be best for me. But I'm just gonna apply a little bit more just to this like blemish area on my face. Oh yeah, it's pretty much gone now. I could probably have done that with the concealer, but I did want to see like if I built up this foundation, what it does. Yeah, looks nice. It really just adds a little bit more coverage, but I don't think it looks cakey. And if foundation's gonna look cakey, I have like this problem area where it looks cakey. I also have like just down here around my chin, around my mouth a little bit. Foundations like tend to look cakey there if they're going to look cakey, and this looks fine. But for like a fuller coverage foundation, I think it looks really nice and really natural. All right, I'm going to finish applying it to the rest of my face. And I should tell you that I used one pump for half of my face, and I'm gonna use one pump for the other half. So about 2 pumps should do it for your entire face, unless you want a fuller coverage. There's no like fragrance to this foundation. There's like a little bit of a scent. It doesn't smell like chemicals or anything. It just kind of smells clean. All right, there it is all over my face. Yeah, I definitely need a lighter shade. Even bringing it down my neck, I don't think is enough. Let me just button up this shirt maybe a little bit more here. There we go, all better. All right, I am ready to move on to the concealer. I'm very excited for this concealer. I've heard really good things about it. So this is the Stay Woke Brightening Concealer, and I got it in the shade T2. This is what the package looks like, and it has one of those big doe foot applicators. So in my haul video, I did a quick swatch of this, and it does look like it has quite a bit of coverage. So I'm gonna go in lightly. I'm just gonna do like a couple dabs here, maybe 2 up top. And I'm gonna go in with the Allure brush again. It's a little big for this, but I think it works fine. Okay, I think the shade of this is quite perfect. Definitely is doing a little bit of brightening because it is quite a bit lighter than the foundation I used, but it's blending in really beautifully. I can actually see it blending right there, going from like the concealer into the foundation. Pretty seamless. Wow, that is really kind of flawless. It's not emphasizing lines. The coverage is really high. Wow, that is impressive. Okay, all the good things I heard about this concealer, I am agreeing with. High coverage, really nice texture. You guys saw how much I put on, which was not a lot at all, and I feel like I got really decent coverage there. It's not sinking into fine lines. Okay, so far so good. I think what I'm gonna do is apply it to this eye as well, and I'm just gonna powder one eye and not the other, just because I'm curious to see like if it creases, like if you have to powder it or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to this eye. All right, so there it is applied to both eyes. Very, very impressed so far. So I'm actually gonna grab the Pat McGrath under eye setting powder and set one of my eyes. So I'm gonna set my right eye. I'm gonna use the shade, wow, that doesn't help. I'm gonna use the shade Light and just press that right underneath and on top of the lid. And again, I'm just gonna leave this eye alone because I wanna see if there's any difference. All right, so far, very excellent. I'm gonna move on to the Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Stick. Now I also swatched this in my haul video, and the Sculpt side, the like bronzer side, looked really, really pigmented. So I'm gonna use this very lightly, but let me go ahead and actually swatch these two sides for you so you can see the shades there. So there is the Sculpt side and there is the highlight side. Oh, there's the highlight. All right, and I mentioned this in my haul video, but I haven't mentioned it here today yet, but all of these products are made in Italy, and the foundation has a 12-month shelf life once it's been open. The concealer is the same, 12 months, and this sculpting stick is 18 months. It's good for once it's been open. So I have another Allure brush that I may want to try with this cream product. I'm not sure. This brush, it's their winged complexion brush, and you know, I just think to use it with powder. I've never used it with cream, so I am curious. I don't know if like the bristles are too long. Anyway, we'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work, I'll go in either with my finger or something else. So I'm gonna go in with the Sculpt side, and I'm just going to dot. Again, we're gonna take this really slow, and I'm gonna use this wing brush. Yeah, I think this brush is actually a little bit too fluffy. I mean, it's okay actually. It's just it's a little bit bigger than what I need. So I'm going to use my Smashbox Cream Cheek brush, and I think actually that did a really nice job right there, but I'm going to go in with just a little bit more. Probably going to regret that. Just a little bit more around the contour area. This is so interesting. Okay, so when I swatch it, and when I first put it on, and even when I look at it in the packaging, it looks so warm. But now that I have kind of blended it out, it's a really, really nice contour color. It actually looks almost cool. I thought if it ends up being too warm for contour, I'll just use it as a bronzer, no big deal. But I actually really like this as contour. I really like the shadow that it's giving. That looks really nice. Okay, let me apply it to the other side. Again, I'm just gonna dab a few dots there. And I'm going to try a different brush. I've got my Westman Atelier blender brush. Just want to see what works best. Just kind of playing around with what I've got. Wow, that makes such a nice shadow, I have to say. Wow, I'm so surprised. I'm not surprised that it like looks nice and blended out nicely on the skin. I'm just surprised at the tone of this. I really thought it was going to be a lot warmer than what I see on my skin tone. But wow, yeah, really nice contour shade, and it blends out really, really nicely. Do I dare contour my nose? Let's try a little bit on this side. My nose is crooked like this, so I like to contour that side. This brush is big, but I don't know, I didn't really like the Smashbox with it, which is strange because I love my Smashbox Cream Cheek brush, but I feel like this brush is working a little bit better. Can you even tell? Does my nose look straight now? Well, that is awesome. Okay, let's move on to the highlight side. I do suspect that this is going to be a little bit too deep for me. I guess I'll do the same thing. I'm just going to dab a little bit right onto my highlighty points. I'm going to take my Tina Earnshaw brush and just blend that in a bit. That's pretty. Okay, this shade actually works just fine for my skin tone. It's so funny how differently they look, you know, in the tube than it does once I get it on my face. Really lovely. All right, that is the Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Stick in Fair Lady. Very, very nice. Oh, you know, I'm stupid. I thought it was shade number 3. It's not. It's step 3. So there's step 1, which is the foundation, step 2, which is the concealer, and this is step 3. I'm sorry, I'm so stupid. So the shade is Fair Lady. All right, I'm just gonna put on some Tower 28 Beach Please blush in Happy Hour. And this is another cream product. It's a very bright blush. I'm just gonna tap some right onto the apples of my cheeks and then a little bit onto my cheekbones. All right, just give me a little bit of flush there. Let's move on to the eyeshadow palette. I'm really excited. So I have this Black Magic palette. I believe the shade is Poise. Again, made in Italy. The shelf life is 24 months once it's been open. So the packaging is like cardboard packaging. It has a magnetic closure, and then there's a nice big mirror on the inside. Let me go ahead and show you some swatches. I'm gonna go from left to right, top to bottom. And it looks like we have 10 shades in total. We have 6 mattes and then 4 shimmery shadows. So the first one is Omo, Regal, La Serene, Magical, Yemoha, Eha, Poise, Mother, Feminist, and Black Y'all. So I apologize if I mispronounce any of those names in there. But let's go ahead and get started. I am really attracted to these shimmery shades, but I think I should put like a matte shade down first. So I'm gonna start with Omo. And I've got my Sonia G Detail Pro Brush. This is, you could consider like a gigantic blender brush. I kind of just want a light wash of this Omo all over. So I'm just gonna dab in there and then knock off some excess. And then just start on the outer corner here and bring it over. Oh, nice. That makes a very nice transition shade for me. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with Regal, which is a shade right there. I'm going to focus that kind of on the center of my lid, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to grab my Builder Pro brush from Sonia G and pick up this Regal and just kind of place it right in the center there. Such a beautiful shade. It's like an antique gold shade. And I just want to point out, no fallout at all. None. Then I'm going to grab my Sonia G Builder 1 brush and go into Magical. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner here. This is probably a shade you want to use your finger with, but I can't get my finger right into that corner. So this Builder 1 brush from Sonia G is like the next best thing. There's a little bit of fallout with this one. Not surprised. It's one of those like almost like a pressed glitter. Oh, that's pretty though. Wow. That is so, so pretty. Look at that gold. I love it. Okay, let's move on to the blue shade. I'm not gonna slaughter the name again. the beautiful blue shade. All right, I've got my Esom W23 brush. I'm gonna go into this blue shade. The shade is so creamy. And I'm gonna focus this on the outer corner. Just trying to fade it into that center shade. So I'm just kind of patting the blue on top. But this blue is fairly opaque, so I'm being very gentle with it. And then I'm going back to the Detail Pro brush and just dragging that over the edge, just to soften it up a little bit. I think so many times I run into blues that are really deep and rich and they look like so beautiful in the pan, but once you get them on the lid, they almost just look black, like you can barely even tell that it's navy. But this one definitely, it has that depth of color, but it looks very blue. Definitely very blue. Okay, I'm definitely gonna take that blue and drag it along my lower lash line to really kind of continue the drama. So I'm just using the same brush, which may be a mistake, but I'm just gonna use like the tips of the bristles. Drag that along my lower lash line. You know, and while I'm down here working on my lower lash line, this side that I use the Pat McGrath powder on, I don't like as much as the side without powder. This side still looks really, really flawless. This side is starting to look a little bit dry. Almost an hour, it's been about 50 minutes. And yeah, that's the consensus so far from me. No powder is better. I'm just taking a pencil brush and just really kind of working it in. I'm in love with that gold shade. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to do my brows, throw on some mascara, and then we will come back and what did I do with it? I'm a mess. Oh, we'll play with the Boss Gloss Liquid Marble in Passion. All right, eyes all done. I'm still just like admiring this gold shade. Oh, so pretty. Okay, I'm kind of regretting not getting a bolder lip color. This Passion color is very, very nude. It's very pretty, and I'm definitely going to be wearing it like on an everyday basis. But now that I have this eye look on, I'm like, oh, I should have gone like a really deep red or something. Anyway, let's go ahead and try this out. This is, again, their Boss Gloss Liquid Marble. And check out this packaging. It's like this metallic bright turquoise color. It's really, really a lot of fun. And there is the applicator, typical doe foot applicator. The top edge is slanted. It has a pretty strong like vanilla dessert scent, which it just, I just want like a cupcake now. The shade is beautiful. It's going on a little patchy. I just have to work a little bit to kind of like even out the pigmentation. But yeah, once I like kind of go in and like kind of smooth things over, it's totally fine. It's a little bit sticky. It's not problematic, but it's a little bit sticky. I want to let you know. And the color is just spot on for like a My Lips but better color. And it's not super high shine. It's like very kind of like under the radar, like lip product. Really interesting. I really like it. I was expecting something different because it's a Boss Gloss Liquid Marble, so I thought it was going to be like a little bit high shine, maybe have like a metallic tinge in there, which I would totally be down for. But this is really, really nice. This is really great for the everyday. All right, so I'm going to do one quick kind of like look over just to see how everything is sitting. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes now, and I am getting the teensiest bit of gold fallout from the gold shadow. Just the teensiest bit. Taking a look at the concealer, again, I really like the side without powder. The side with powder, it's starting to look a little bit dry. So I don't think this concealer necessarily needs to be set down, which is very, very interesting. This foundation looks phenomenal. Yes, I've just been sitting here. I haven't gone out and done anything strenuous, but it looks so nice on the skin. And I'm loving this stick. That contour shade is so perfect, and that highlight is so pretty. It really looked way, way, way golden here, right? But no, it comes off just like this glowy, glossy, really kind of like subdued for what I thought was gonna happen. Really beautiful. And this contour shade, wow. I'm just really surprised. I'm just really, really surprised by how it looks on my face versus how it looks in the tube. I just think it looks really natural and gorgeous for a contour. Blends beautifully. The texture of both of these products are gorgeous. So this was a big win. The foundation was a big win. And the eyeshadow palette was a big win. The concealer definitely is really nice. But yeah, I think the powdered side, not so great. And this lip gloss is really, really lovely. Again, not really what I expected, but really pretty on the lips. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment section, or if you've tried this brand, will you please let me know what you recommend from the line, because I'd really like to try, you know, a few more things. This was just kind of like a starter kit for me. So let me know down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.